Cause money in US really ain't shit. So a lot of these niggas we call it counterfeit ain't shit. These niggas that got buku kids don't take care of them, but they in the club every Friday and Saturday. These women that's out here selling these kids foodstuffs instead of feeding them with it, that's counterfeit, man. A lot of niggas scared of what they don't know. Instead of fearing to becoming a better man, you rather be content with the situation you in. It's all about bettering yourself. Self-knowledge is the best knowledge.
You know, hashtag Blakk, man. You know, kingpin shit, get with this or get with that.
Honestly, bro, like, as far as your music, man, like I say, I relate to it because, really be honest, it speaks more than just what it shows. But I look at it from 3 different degrees. I look at it from the eyes of my own, I look at it from the eyes of art, and I look at it from the eyes of what society would want me to see, right? But I look deeper, and I seen that your story was just more than just a hood banger, you know what I'm saying? You really telling the story about being confident despite the fact you were stacked up to lose. And about how you don't care, and how even though society may see you as this individual, this ugly black nigga, you still moving forward. You still persevering. You still doing what you have to do. You have a family. You have kids. You're trying to rebuild and restore your community because you're focused on your future. The song is not even to glorify yourself. It's used as a mechanism to draw attention to you so you can help better your community for the future of your kids.
That ugly black nigga, bro, it came from just being hurt, despised, lied to every day, current shit. Like the label I was with, that Family Forever shit, that shit hurted me, bro. That was my uncle at the end of the day. That was my blood. That's my daddy's brother. And for you to betray me, like, I won my first show at Dreams, because you know I've been incarcerated 5 years. I won my first show at Dreams and didn't even know it until 2 months later. You know how that made me feel? Like, damn, bro, I put my all into this shit. And I won first place and I wasn't even acknowledged about it. I was hurt. And then now you don't even speak to me. You go on about your day like, damn, you know, blood is thicker than anything. That's why I relate to anything that's blood. And when I say blood, I mean mud. Motherfuckers that have been through the same stroke I've been through. Man, I had to steal to take care of my moms and my sister. I ain't had my dad. My dad got life in Angola, bro. Ronnie Dunn. Bust the nigga shit. Bad as a bitch. Forgot all about his 2-year-old son. That shit hurted. I had to teach myself to be what the fuck I was. And once moms kicked me out, I went to Granny house, and then shit from Granny house, I went inside the can. And the can did everything else Granny did. And from that, I had to teach myself to be a man. I had to gather all my pieces and become what I am. And I elaborate on it because I feel like people deserve to know that I was young and I was criticized for bullshit, for things that I had to do to survive. You look at it as a criminal, when I look at it as survival. Like, how do you tell a young black man get a job and make $7.25 an hour, and that's not even enough to provide? A fucking rent is $6.25 at least. That's not even that. And then you're telling me 2 weeks, so I gotta come here every day and not make nothing for 2 weeks? Nah. And then you take taxes out of it, so you get a cut for my hard labor? I felt like I'd rather do music and hustle instead. I mean, I had a job, you know, but that shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I got my first job at 26, and I'm 26. I was in a can too much, man. I did too much too young. And I advise all kids, man, never kill, bro. Because at the end of the day, you can hit a nigga and he'll heal. You'll stab a person and sometimes they might shake back. But if you pick up a gun, man, it's like you'll never put it back down. So don't pick that bitch up from the stove. But I'm a 2-time convicted felon and I ain't number 26. I got 4 kids. My oldest son's gonna be 10. I've been providing since forever. Like, I never had a day off. I always had to get $1 a day. If it's not about $1, I don't wanna talk.
What's the price? What's the cost? It's too late for a loss. I do me and that's all.
Now we gonna talk about these females. And no cap, I call them the B word, the H word, because that's what I was showed coming up. I wasn't guided right to love. It was hate shown, so how can I show love if it was always hate shown? So it's like, I fuck up a lot of relationships because my tolerance is 0. If you can't think for yourself, baby, I have no time to think for you. I got daughters. Why would I take care of a woman when I can take care of my daughter? So at the end of the day, if you're not here to help me build on this castle and get this king shit, then you ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about $1 and it's all about these kids. Like, basically these $5 haircuts is really to help out the women because a lot of dads not even providing. These niggas come out the nutsack and be straight bitch made, man. You're supposed to be a king, man. You're supposed to be the great one for your family. Even the Bible tells you that shit. The man is supposed to be the provider. And it's like crazy.
Fall back, pussy nigga, get jacked. I catch you down bad, get you smashed.
Man, I just, like he said, and honestly, off hearing that, I'm 44, man, and I gotta respect what he just said. I had to respect what he just said when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? Because for him to be who he is right now, as a man, you know what it takes to have to get yourself in a position to be able to provide what you need to provide for those that you got to provide for. And as I'm watching him in this transition, man, it's only right if I try to offer him any type of advice in a decent way. See what I'm saying? Niggas always talking about love, but nigga, your actions need to be decent if you really showing love. Well, showing love is listening to a person's story and giving them some advice that might be beneficial as far as helping them grow when they move forward. Don't tell them nothing that's gonna take them back into who they was, but picture them being you when you was that age, and yeah, you had to go through your trials and tribulations, and you able to give somebody else something that somebody never gave you. A lot of men ain't showing up right now, right? So for the ones that's showing up, man, the ones that recognize that need to give them a helping hand if you got anything to give them. And if you older, you should have something to give them. That's just point blank, man. And that's how we need to start dealing with one another right now. This is about building trust. I trust he who he say he is, bro, but I can trust that he know how to deal with shit principally. He ain't no emotional type of cat. He deal with emotions, but at the same time, he understand logic rule over emotions, man. And most men don't learn that. Most of them have to go to jail to learn that. And, man, we trying to make sure that these kids get that. That's what we talking about, that discipline shit. You need that out here to be able to live properly. You need that period to be able to control yourself. Well, why we gotta let somebody else guide our kids? Why we can't get out here and guide them? He was telling you about the haircuts, man. I cut my own son hair. I got a 7-year-old out here. Right, and I ain't taking him to no barber. I cut his hair. Well, why I can't extend the service like that to some of these other people who daddies ain't around, who mama's struggling on her job? Right, he might get $5 allowance. He can get his hair cut though. You see what we saying? Right, if he around his neighbor, if he around our apartment building, he already know. Right, because when you got somebody with so much influence, I'm talking about not just because he rapping, but as you could tell, his voice is very strong. So his influence on other people gonna be good, especially the youngsters. Well, with young people knowing that they got other people around them that'll look out for them, they're gonna gravitate around that, bro. That's what we need to do, is start paying more attention to ourselves. And I mean on the younger versions, because it ain't about us right now. We're trying to make it better for those that's coming behind us, man. They shouldn't have to go the same thing we went through. We supposed to make it better because we know better right now. Yeah, we ain't over here. Each one teach one. 44 to 25, 25 to 7. Right, all that's the numbers that we reaching right now. So we just talking building, man. We even got older people in this community right now that we trying to, start building with again. Because all them times that got severed through whatever we went through from our time periods, man, we gonna rekindle that. We trying to reconnect that in a decent manner. This is how it starts, bro. You gotta start with your own.
Southside, baby, we don't make it where I'm from. Yeah, I'm stupid, yeah, I'm crazy, yeah, bitch, you know I'm dumb.
That's my little son Trey, man. 18, bro. Senior year, bro. I'm telling him stay in school. You gonna stay in school. Say, Trey, come tell them people how you gonna stay in school. What made you stay in school?
Just trying to hurry up and get out.
What's the reason you get out? What's happening?
In college.
What you gonna study?
I really want to design though, like houses and stuff, like games.
That's creative. You being creative. You thinking. That's
Yeah, we need some new games. I'm tired of playing Monopoly.